It
Wagwan.
worked.
Wagwan.
Well, since it worked, let's talk a little bit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Our
I wasn't
team in
expecting it to work. Ah!
shambles.
You might want to put your camera up a little bit, big boy.
I know. I'm trying to get the right. Ah.
Ooh. There we go. Technical difficulties. This is KT and Fish doing this for 1878 Casuals. Um, what else is there to talk about but the kick to the nuts called the. I never saw this coming. I didn't see this coming with the Sir Jim. I'm not gonna lie. Um, it's still affecting me. I don't think I've really come to terms with it yet because I didn't think there was a possibility they would walk away from that. Oh, Bandito said we're handsome. What's up, Bandito? This was a test. We figured out how to work it. Uh,
Finally.
I wasn't expecting this. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you. I wasn't expecting. I saw a famous YouTuber say that. So Sir Jim gave them the 1 point whatever billion for the 25%. His plan is to have 6 billion what they want paid in 3 years. So he's taking a risk. He's got to make the team valuable. He's got to put a good product out there. He's got to do things, but he's going to pay more than what Qatar is going to pay initially. So that's what he's saying. He'll have the money to do that. How do you feel about that? Those terms?
If what you're saying is true, if in the end he's going to pay more than the Glazers, then I don't understand why he doesn't want the team to himself. I understand that he didn't have it all up front, but he should have contracted his paperwork differently. And if you're going to pay more than a company that's willing to pay $6 to $8 billion, then I don't know where Jim Ratcliffe is getting his business mind from. Because if you're going to spend that much money, you should want to own something. 25% of the club is
Um,
the Glazers are still going to be majority owners, and that's not what we want. That's I finally understand what casuals against modern football really means now, is because it's the modern football is not what it used to be. It's not how it should be now. It's just businesses that are just milking the money out of people any which way they can, whether it's property, whether it's clothing, whether it's merchandise, whether it's food, any way a business can get away with keeping
ben,
money in their pocket and bleeding everybody else dry, they're gonna do it, and that's what the Glazers are doing. They're gonna bleed. They're gonna bleed all Sir Jim's money. They're gonna bleed him dry, and they're gonna say thank you. Move on. Next, who's next in line? Let's go. Move on.
uh, Bandito said if a year ago someone came and purchased 25% of the club, would you be okay with that? No, because the Glazers are still there initially. So it leaves you with square one, basically, because this doesn't affect our debt because all the money went straight to their pocket. So initially, what he is saying to us, I'm going to fix everything. I'm going to take care of the debt. I'm going to fix Trafford. I'm going to invest in all that stuff, um, which is very ambitious of him. I mean, if he gets it done, and I'm not going to, I'm kind of trying to look at the bright side. If he gets it done, I guess it'd be a good thing, but there's a lot of unknowns. Is he going to? First of all, this is the fucked up thing to say. He's an old guy. He's a very old guy. God forbid something happens to him. Is his company going to honor this deal? Bandito also says that is having control of football matters a positive one. That is a positive. Bottom line, no one knows. It's all conjuncture and conjecture. Oh, conjuncture. Yeah, Thursday we'll find out. I guess we'll find out the terms of the deal. But
I'm not going to get too upset right now because I don't know what's really going on behind closed doors, and
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know
true.
what in the end is really going to happen. So I'm not going to. I mean, I'm upset that the Glazers didn't end up selling to one company and just getting and fucking off. But right now, there's it's still all hearsay. I mean, we don't know what Sir Jim Radcliffe is doing for
Well,
Manchester United yet, other than giving them 25% of what they want of the money. We really don't know what he's going to do. So
yeah,
it's we don't know anything until it happens, and it's just sad that this is the way of modern business, and this is the way that our club is going, and it's never going to end until they are completely um, sick of owning Manchester United, and it seems like they're never going to be. So it's just hard to root for a club that is ran by people who don't know what the real beautiful game is. They're running it from a business standpoint, um,
clearly a business standpoint.
not a belief of the club standpoint, and
It's not winning. It's not
it's
trying to
disheartening.
uphold tradition, history,
Mm,
anything like that.
they don't care
It's
about the
all
history of
financial
Manchester United.
business moves, and that's concerning about everybody. So, I mean, it's concerning to everybody. And Sir Jim the thing is, he hasn't even said anything. But I don't know if he is it going to make us feel better. I'd
Well,
like to hear his plans because Qatar already laid out their plans what they were going to do. So it was all crystal. It wasn't anything hidden, and we were okay with it because at least we knew what their plan was. Instead of I don't know. He says he wants to add make the stadium up to 90,000 seats. Fine,
right.
but there's still leaks and stuff. I'm assuming that's all going
Yeah.
to get taken care of.
And,
There's still $1 billion debt hanging over the team.
And to
There's
me, the reason why they want to add seats to the stadium is because then they can get more people in there and make more money. Like that doesn't help the club. That doesn't help the grounds. That doesn't help anything that's for the club. That doesn't really help anything that's stadium wise, other than getting more people in the club inside the stadium, which makes them more money. That to me is who cares.
Okay,
Ninety
so let's
thousand
play
more seats
devil's
doesn't matter to
advocate.
me.
What about him bringing in the gentleman from PSG and Juventus and our guy Paul Mitchell as the director of football? Are those positive signs? And I'm listen. I'm just trying to see where the Sir Jim taking over in a way it can make you feel a little bit better because no matter what he says it does, those people are still in the background and they still have control majority shares. So what I'm concerned about is that I'm just going to say to you, he could say I want Paul Mitchell to come in. He might say I like Murtaugh. He made me a lot of money, or I
Right.
like Arnold. I like these guys because
That's what we're misconstruing is that all these other clubs have money. We don't have Manchester United has no money. We're in debt, and that's the issue that we're going to have to see it unfold. Is that with Jim, is he really going to give the money to the to the section that we need into the club? Is he just going to give them the money and say, "Go do what you want. This is what I want to do with it, but this is more your club than mine. I only own 25%. You guys get the last say in what we do with the money." Or is he going to be able to use most of that money that he's
oh,
putting
I see what you're saying.
into the Glazers' hand, what he wants to do with it?
So
Like
you're
I
saying
don't
are the
know how
Glazers
they're
going to be like, oh no, before you spend $100 million on a striker, 100 million pounds or euros,
right,
we need our money, bro.
right,
You can't buy nobody. Oh
right.
no,
So
no, no.
it's
You thought you were gonna fix the stadium? Oh no, no, no,
yeah,
no. We need our
e-
money, bro.
exactly,
So
exactly.
I
So it's
understand you with that. What's the stipulations? Is there a date
right.
that says you need to have the money at this date?
We won't know
Um,
anything until we see what their contract is with Sir Jim, and it's
I see. You see what Bandito said the last one?
I kind of read it, skimmed it, but I didn't really see it. It was
It
something
says
about
Qatar or Jim Ratliff. Either way, supporters must push them. That's supporters' job. You mean push them or support them? Uh, well, I think initially everybody's going to end up supporting the team because that's what we do.
A club,
Sir
yeah.
Jim has a lot of ass kissing to do, I think, with supporters. Yeah, we would like to support him, but there's a lot of things that need to be done, or a lot of things that supporters want to be done to feel good about the club, meaning the infrastructure, meaning the team, meaning the stadium. You know, I'm really hurt for the people of Manchester because Qatar came out with a plan saying, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
We're going to rebuild the surrounding areas. We're going to bring jobs. We're going to bring careers. We're going to bring income to a community that could go for it. And so there was a lot of hope from people in Manny, knowing that, all right, you know, Qatar is going to uplift the community. Is Sir Jim on that same plan? That's one thing I'm thinking, because I think if anybody he robbed that community of a financial structure that's comparable to what's going on over there by City and their group. So, because a lot of people around Trafford area are very envious of what City has done, and they said the club deserves that. Can Sir Jim do that? Because Sir Jim is, I don't know how many billions he's worth, but he's not crazy billionaire. What I'm really concerned about is, okay, he pays $6 billion. What's left? What's left? And your point is good too. Bandita said that in reality, we don't know what Qatar was going to do or anything of that. That's true, but at least they put out a plan.
Right.
At least there
And
was a visible plan.
and they had the money to do it.
They had the money to do it.
They had the ideas of changing. There's no Sir Jim has no thought, or he hasn't put
doesn't
out
have a
anything on what he
360
wants
billion.
to do. Right.
Yeah,
He hasn't
and
put
that's
out
what
anything saying what he wants to do for the club. He could just be another money market where he's trying to make money off the club too. Because I want to know what the Glazers are going to let him, like, where does he stand? What position is he going to come into other than ownership? What are they going to let him freely do for the club? Are they just going to take his money, or are they going to let him, since he's been in football, since he's a fan of football, are they going to let him run the show? Are they going to, you know what I'm saying? What are they going to let him do for the club? Or are they just going to take his money and say, okay, you're just the owner. You can cut. We can talk about it, but in the end, it's still our decision. Or are they going to give him more freedom and let him do what he wants to help the club?
it sounds like all early indication this payment, they're going to hand over the keys to him. And I find that hard to believe, but that's what it sounds like. It goes. Reported he will hold B shares.
Yeah, see, that's just, to me, that just means he's just the money man. They're gonna take his money and do what they see fit that they want to do with it, not what he's gonna do with it, not what he wants to do.
And to answer your question, you're saying is, how long are they going to let him make moves and changes till they say, look, bro, we need some money.
Right.
You spent on this, you've done this. Our pockets are light. We need another billion. You know, we need another billion. And every right, they got the right to say that to him. Or they'll say deals off.
And
so we don't know till Thursday. Thursday is going to be a lot going on. It's going to be, and I don't think we'll know all the stipulations to the deal.
Not for a while.
The thing is, seems like he's under the impression that he's going to be able to bring in who he wants to do, change what he wants to do, and the Glazers are going to be like, have at it. As long as we get our $6 billion by then. What he says? No, B shares are the most powerful. Is it 25% of the B shares he's getting? I mean, you tell me, Bandito. I should have sent him a link too. This was supposed to be a test, but it turned out it worked out well. It shares no voting powers. Now that's interesting. No voting powers. So is he going to be allowed to change the board? All that he can change. Board, athletic director, the football operations, he can change that. He can make plans of rebuilding a stadium. Obviously, he's going to be able to assemble a team.
Bring in a real medical.
They're basically going to say, They got faith that he's going to come up with the 6 billion pounds when the time's right. You boys are doing good. Thank you.
We need a nutritionist and we need a person that is going to make our team healthy. Because apparently we have no medical influence on our team because we just keep on getting injured.
Yeah,
Every
Casemiro's hurt.
every week someone's getting hurt. That means nutrition is wrong, and that means our medical staff is wrong. They need to change that immediately. There's something going on in the club
I just,
interior that's
I just
everybody showing up
know,
injured or coming up with a knock.
I just know my days from being around the sports world. When you don't have a team doctor, that's a missing link. It's a huge missing link because, for example, when Martinez was having pain on the surgically repaired foot, instead
They
of
don't want to test
seeing
it.
the team doctor, our
Right.
training staff gave him painkillers to deal with it.
Right, and that's
It should have been doctor should have said, you know what, let's do an X-ray, MRI on this and see what's going on. Then he detected. I just don't understand how you think my surgical foot been bothering me. Oh, just take some pills, keep playing.
yeah.
That just doesn't make sense.
That's like back in your day. That's like 80s. That's like 70s, 80s, 60s stuff. You
Let's
don't
go
do that
80s,
anymore.
90s, 80s, 90s.
You don't just shoot someone up with some adrenaline and say, "There you go, buddy, go back in."
What's troubling about this season, and with all the hope that we had coming in with it, every situation that's went bad, it's all come down to leadership issues, ownership neglect in my eyes. For example, when we needed to get players, we couldn't get players because we didn't have money. I've never seen Manchester United get so many loan players. I thought that was embarrassing for the club that with the income we generate that we absolutely were broke. I mean, we still owe money on Aaron back. He's still on the loan currently. You know that. We haven't even bought him yet, which is crazy. They don't have a team to let a team doctor go and not have one ready to replace him. That's bad organizational skills.
Right.
The preseason tour that went from east to west and then back to Texas and then back to east and wore our players out. That's just bad organizational. That's bad organization right there.
And
We
it's just
should
a money
have
pot.
where to eat so they got used to their time zone.
Glazers don't care. They just wanted the money.
The first person that Eric Ten Hag wanted was Kim Meaden-Jay, a center back. And I was like, why would he want a center back? Now we have no center backs. It's crazy. You know?
Yeah, we do. We have Johnny Evans.
Hey, Johnny Evans is a red. Salute to Johnny Evans, by the way. He's done.
I'm just saying, though, like, honestly, like,
yeah, but Johnny Evans.
30-some-year-old.
Just think if we didn't sign him. Just think if he didn't come to camp and say, "Hey,
No,
can I just train with you guys?"
Right.
We would be subjected to only center backs would be Harry Maguire and Victor.
See, Ten Hag's mentality and brain of football is way up here, and the Glazers are way down here, and not letting him do what he wanted, and that's where our problem is, and it's coming down here because it's going to the Glazers, not going up to Ten Hag's mind, because look what's going on. We have no players; they're all injured. We're having to bring back players in the January transfer because that's the only time we can let players come back from their.
Okay, let's talk about something else. We've been pretty much down to the. What's your expectations coming back from this not needed international break? We're gonna be healthier.
I'm happy that nobody got injured.
We're gonna have Reguilon back. We'll have Kobe back. We'll have. I feel like I'm missing somebody's coming back. Anthony will be back full go. I feel like I'm missing someone. Is there another defender? Aaron Wan-Bissaka's coming back?
I think Wan-Bissaka's coming back, yeah.
Well,
what about Shaw's more November, right?
Yeah, Shaw's more November. But someone trained. No, I think it's just Kobe. But Casemiro picked up a knock yesterday. Said his ankle's swollen. This is what I don't like. Casemiro report came out. Twisted his ankle. It's swollen. He kept playing on it. He's still with the Brazil team. He's going to try and work it out again. No, bring your ass back. Bring your ass back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. But
You can't even go 2 months without someone getting an injury.
Shout out to the Magular Bandito, so the regular boys doing business. Yeah, we battered Haiti. I shouldn't talk junk. We barely beat Haiti. CONCACAF is a madness, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just we can talk about CONCACAF. I know this is a Manchester United football channel, but CONCACAF is a madness. My goodness. I heard there's a FIFA Club Cup coming to the United States. Did you hear about this?
Mm-mm.
Or all the clubs are going to come and compete in some tournament during the summer in the United States. I don't know. But that's another reason why they said the Glazers want to hang around. The Glazers know what they're doing. This is what I'm concerned about. And this is, I'm gonna pass it to you. We got about 10 more minutes. This is my biggest concern. Say Sir Jim comes in, fix up the stadium. Rebuilds Carrington. Puts a team on the field that's balling. Team value now goes up past $6 billion. I mean, in the Glazers' eyes, because they think we're really worth $10 billion to them. What's stopping them from saying, Jimmy, my friend, you did a magnificent job. Guess what? We're going to buy back we're going to sell you back your shares, and we're going to keep the team. Buddy, we got another 20 years of winning. This infrastructure you have put in is magnificent. And I know he's a smart man. I know a lot of things that got to be in writing, but you cannot trust these Glazers.
Or they can ride him until he says, I'm out. I want my shares back. Because why would they ever stop? Why would they ever let him? Why would they ever let the roof?
Yeah, they could always move the goal.
They can always just keep on making money. And then it's worth $15 billion. And they won't sell unless it's $15 billion. It's like.
Yeah, I mean, it could be something where, say if he, in the next, well, he's got 3 years to do it initially. That's what the word is. That's a lot of pressure, though. Think about it. He's got 3 years to make another $5 billion or 4 point something billion. That's pressure. And rebuild the team, infrastructure, stadium. That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure. I don't know. It's been a long kick in the nuts. This whole season's been a kick in the nuts, and I hate to say it.
It's
we have so much hope.
It's depressing. I'm almost gonna start going to the pubs with you guys and just for you guys. I may not even watch. I'm gonna chant. I may not even watch footy anymore.
Did you see what I said in our group chat? I said I hate football. I hate everybody. I went on a bender.
Casuals against modern football. I understand what it means now. It's like
modern football sucks,
my
bro.
Gosh.
I mean, we still got Sancho issues.
We still got club issues. We still got ownership issues. We still got the whole infrastructure. Our club is falling apart, and there's nothing anybody can do about it, really, because these rich businessmen own the club, and they don't want to sell, and they don't have to sell, and they bought it when it was cheap, and now they don't even want to sell it. They're just going to keep on making money. They're going to take Jim's money, and they're going to fuck him off in 5 years if they feel like it. Or if Jim gets sick of it and says, okay, I'm going to go buy a club that I want to own and do it myself. Okay, bye. Thanks for your money. Or here's some of your money back, and you can go buy your own club.
There's still a lot of uproar, too. There's still a lot of, view messages.
I just want to see what happens in the January transfer.
Yeah, sorry, Bandito. We are a downer right now. But you know what? There's always football to be played. I was going to act like I was excited all of a sudden. Still a little down. But you know what? Football is here to entertain. I think we'll be entertained this weekend. Eric Ten Hag is going to get the boys focused. And we'll talk about Sheffield. We'll get prepared for the Sheffield match maybe later on in the week. It's nice chatting with you, Fish. I don't know how we did this what if Qatar buys Liverpool? Great, Bandito. It's perfect. You know what I'm saying? We were trying to get off.
Then I just quit football.
We're trying to leave. That would be
the KO. That would be the cherry on top of United just not
I wouldn't. What's up, my G? I wouldn't
not
mind if they
giving.
bought Everton. That way, Liverpool at least would be miserable too. But yeah, that's a possibility. And Qatar's not going to go away. They're not going to go away.
Merseyside is more Everton supporters than there is Liverpool supporters. Did you not see that? There was a mailing. There was some type of mailing percentage of how many Everton fans postal versus how many Liverpool fans postal, and Everton had way more people supporting. There's more people in Merseyside that support Everton
Locally,
than they
yeah.
support Liverpool.
Well, on that note, this has
Anyway,
been the case. That's our guy Fish. This is 1878 Casuals. He's going to go have a nice birthday dinner. I'm going to sit around the house and mope. And we'll have another show in a couple of days. We'll be a lot more organized. We'll have notes and stuff. And
yeah,
we'll talk more United football. Everybody up the fucking Reds, love United and still hate Glazers. And Sir Jim out.
Blazers out. I'll have more stats.
All right, my guy. One love. Have a good dinner.
All right, thank you.
Yep. Okay, so end your stream. You stream us up immediately. Your guest will no longer lie. So end stream.